What's going on, guys? Litmantuck here, and today I'm going to do a book review on Level Up or Die, Underworld by Thorne. Now, I was planning on doing this in the garage. I had my notes and I had everything ready. I had my little light. Some people call it a makeup light. That's what my wife calls it. But, you know, the world happens. So my dryer went out, and I have to take my clothes up to the good old laundromat to dry. And so for me, hey, as long as I got my Audible, I don't care where I go. Some people hate going to the laundromat, but I got my Audible, so it really doesn't matter. And I figured that I'll just do my book review while I wait for my clothes to dry. So here it goes. So Underworld Level Up or Die. It's about a succubus. She gets tired of doing what she does. You know how succubus, you know how they eat. You know, they basically eat from the energy of men, or the sexual energy and desires of men. And so right now I got somebody walking up to me on my right side. Okay. I thought, man, I'm over here. You know, like sometimes when you're at the laundromat, you got to kind of be aware of your surroundings, man, because it's not in the nicest of places. And so I saw like somebody out the corner of my eye walking towards the car. And I was like, okay, do I have to go into action? Maybe, maybe not. Now I'm looking at my review. All right, I think I'm good to go, man. Man, I feel like I'm in the freaking game lit right now, man. So anyway, so it's a succubus. She basically gets tired of having to devour men in a sexual manner. She's tired of men looking at her and sexualizing her. It almost sounds like somebody on Instagram with 1 million followers or something like that. But anyway, that's a whole other topic, man. I don't want to open up that can of worms. So she develops this way of extracting power from humans. And so she takes a group of gamers, people who are into gaming, and she steals them into her world. And she tells them, hey, whenever you level up, the more energy you have, or the more of a level you have, the more energy I can basically siphon off of you, because everybody leaks energy. And that's basically what she's doing. So she basically told them to level up or die. And she goes to Elorion, I can't say his name right, Elorion. He's the main character. And she basically makes him a healer. And she looks at him and she can see his power and stuff like that. And she's like, you know what, man? You're most likely going to die because your powers are trash. Because everybody has powers based on some of their human characteristics, their strengths and their weaknesses. And he was basically a healer. So she basically hooked him up with a little bit of blue magic. And she was saying like, hey, you know what? Whenever you die, you'll be able to see fireworks and, you know, whatever, something real silly. But he was able to use and abuse that power to level up really fast. So normally I don't like books where they level up super fast and they get to level 100 and within a couple of chapters. And that happened in this book. But I make the exception for this book because it's great. It's very well written. And the way that they did it, I liked it. So I didn't mind it, you know. So I'm very vocal about that. I like it when there's a very slow progression and there's a lot of action and stuff like that. This one, they got to a high level really fast, but it's okay. You know, I would definitely recommend you get this book. So anyway, so he has the power to heal. They're in the underworld, and, you know, she basically says he's going to die. His power is trash, and he's very worried because he has no fighting skills. So he's going off and he's doing his thing, and he figures out a way to kill a lot of monsters with his power. So he basically heals an undead creature, and it does a crazy amount of damage to him. And so the thing is, I don't know if anyone's ever drawn this parallel, but if you like the way of the shaman, you just might like this book. Very similar, the book, The Way of the Shaman. He is basically he's in prison, so he has to go into a game and serve out his prison term there. And he's a shaman, and so he doesn't have any, you know, strengths, you know, basically just being a shaman. And so at the beginning, he tried to heal something, and he healed the rat, and it aggroed the rat, and he was able to kill the rat, and he gained an advantage. And so I drew that comparison. So hopefully that helps you guys out whenever you're choosing a new book. So he is going around, and it's a really good book. Lots of gamers. He finds a girlfriend. She's not actually his girlfriend in this book. Maybe they become intimate later on. But at the beginning, you know, he basically hated the girl. She hated him. She would look at him with hate. And then as the book progresses, they start to level up and grind together. When I say grind, I don't mean like grinding on each other. I mean like grind at levels and stuff and farming not animals, but farming skeletons and underworld creatures and things of that nature. So this is basically a free book on Audible. And normally I feel bad whenever I get a free book and it's really good. I'm like, dang, I want to pay for it and support. But I saw that there's more books to this series, and so I am definitely going to purchase the other books whenever my credits come in. I might even just purchase them outright. The narrator, he does a really great job. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Again, I'm at the laundromat. I don't have my notes in front of me, and so I'm just kind of doing this off the top of my head. One thing I like about the book, there's, you know, they kill a lot of monsters, they do a lot of grinding, and there is a bunch of loot. It reminds me of when I used to play some of those hack and slash games, and you get so much loot that you can't carry anymore. That's basically a way. And the main succubus, you know, she enters the book. She's coming in and out. There's vampires in the book. And I'm not going to spoil anything about, you know, about his powers. I will just say that he does have the power to heal, and they gave him an advantage initially, but he definitely progresses and gains other powers. So check out the book, Underworld, Level Up or Die. It's a great book. That's all I got from now, representing the laundromat. And this right here is my makeshift gator right here. One little idea, because these gators, man, they can be about $5 to $10. All I do, man, if I get a new t-shirt, or if I know some people who work out and they don't like wearing sleeves, I tell them, hey, once you cut off those sleeves, go ahead and donate them to your boy. So I got my makeshift gators right here. You can try it out. But anyway, that's just a random tip. That's all I got, man. Litmantuck, and I'll see you on the next book review.